You know, it truly grinds my gears to hear a bigger game streamer that already made it. They already have themselves set up relatively nicely. Shoot down a smaller up and coming game streamer or a YouTuber. Now, the fact of the matter is that video game streaming in general has become a bit oversaturated. This is true. Okay, this is very very true, especially with people being in the house because of COVID. Um, Getting noticed as a streamer is extremely difficult. Okay, this much is true. But a little insight on why I stream is just genuinely fun to me. Like, it's my hobby outside of what I do on the daily basis. As you guys probably know already, I'm a third degree martial artist in Taekwondo, and I've been doing it for almost 10 years. Don't get it twisted. I love my full time job. But at the same time, I've been having to find myself my own hobbies. And a hobby of mine has become video game streaming. Like, it feels good it feels almost like, in a way, you have people on the same couch as you, and they're all just kind of gaming and having a good time. I watched a video today, and this is where this video was stemming from. This is where this video was stemming from. I listened to a video by a guy named by the name of Devin Nash, and I probably shouldn't say his name, but here goes. And it sickened me to hear him tell his chat how impossible it was to become a streamer. How going verbatim. I'm not going verbatim at this point. I'm just kind of like paraphrasing, but this is what it felt like to me. He was basically telling people that was in this chat, and he said himself that he told people that smaller broadcasters, smaller streamers, that it's impossible to make it as a full time streamer. He called them out their names, man. He made it seem like he didn't want them at the top. You know what I'm saying? Like he was really crushing a lot of dreams in that video. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's a better way of putting that. And it teed me a little bit. It really teed me off because I'll be honest with you. I don't expect to become a full time streamer. Like I said, I work full time as a martial artist. I mean, honestly, that's enough. But I have had dreams as a kid of being a full time streamer one day. I'm not gonna lie to you. And being able to do what I do now is a blessing. I'm not famous, but I'm slightly popular at the most. Slightly popular in my own community. And I've had smaller broadcasters under me come to me asking for streaming and YouTube advice. And I didn't tell them the facts. I didn't give them the strats on this what you have to do to be that, but like, I gave them advice based upon how I came up. And thankfully, they were able to take that advice and turn that into something beautiful. And it really teed me hearing Devin go off, and then he was like, he told his small broadcasters that he knows personally. He said he had to turn off his DMs because smaller broadcasters let him, like, just simply ask him for advice on how to become or how to even like go towards being a small game broadcaster, a small streamer. And let's just say that he deterred them. He really made it seem like it was absolutely, thoroughly, 110% impossible to do it. The problem is, you see, this is not to every big streamer out there. It's not impossible. It's very tough. Let's not get it twisted, but it's not impossible. I know some small game streamers and YouTubers that want to make something out of being a game streamer one day. So you can't sit here and tell me personally that it's impossible. There have been several times where I should have quit, where I could have quit, where I should have been deterred from streaming, and I haven't. I've had so many different trials and tribulations just through game streaming alone that I've told nobody about. There's only a select few people that know about what I've gone through to get to where I am, and I'm still considered a small streamer. On average, on average, I get like 5 views at a time. But like, you can't sit here and tell me that it's impossible to do this. They've made it. And not every big streamer is like that. I've got to talk with a big streamer or two on advice, on and help on how I can help grow my dreams. And thankfully, some of those guys tell me. But it's some of these, most of these streamers would shoot down a small streamer so fast. When I say small streamer, I'm talking about somebody like me, somebody that averages like 3, 4, 5, 6 viewers at a time. These big streamers will shoot down those small streamers so fast and they won't bat an eye. You can't sit here and tell me that you don't have a lick of advice to help grow that small streamer, to help them flourish. A couple of words will go a long way. Words can cut deep, not just in a negative way. But in any case, there are some things in this video by Devin that I agreed with. Like I said, becoming a full-time streamer in general is extremely tough, especially in the times we live in now. Let's not get that twisted, okay? And on top of that is like, if you think about the success rate of being a full-time streamer, it's extremely slim. That much is true. But like, you can't sit here and tell me that if you go with a mindset that I'm going to get these views, I'm going to get these follows, I'm going to get these subs, you can't sit here and tell me those are your only goals. That shouldn't be your goal. And this is coming from a small streamer. Views, subs, follows, how many viewers you got this day should not be your primary goal. In my opinion, being a streamer, being an entertainer, a game entertainer, you got to be passionate about it. And I've got people in my life that's trying to like, I know people that has tried to deter me from gaming and streaming as a hobby. But the fact of the matter is I love it too much. I've grown passionate for it. My passion is what drives me to even attempt to stream and game for a living. I play the game anyway. Why not stream it? I don't expect to become a full-time streamer. I don't expect any kind of success out of being a full-time streamer. But that doesn't change the fact that I love it. I truly love it. I get to come home from work with my kids at work. I love my job, by the way. Let's not get that twisted. I love my job. I get to work with my kids every day and come home and not only get to play my game, but also grow a community that expects me to be there, play whatever I want, and people in my community enjoy it. Heck, of all the reasons, that's the main two. People just simply enjoy the fact that I stream. And I'm glad that there are people out there that expects me to stream for them. Such a great feeling. Such a phenomenal feeling. But in any case, there are some things with this video about Nash that I just don't agree with. While becoming a full-time streamer is extremely difficult, I don't agree with the fact that it's impossible. Yes, these guys happen to have made it as a full-time streamer and YouTuber in their time. But at the same time, you can't sit here and tell me it's impossible to grow. I've done it. I know small YouTubers and streamers that have done it. I can give you some names right now. I'm trying not to name any names, but I already called out Devin, so here it is. I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with the fact that it's impossible, And it's fascinating. Like, the chances of you becoming a streamer, like with a decent amount of views and people actually wanting to check you out and you wanting to grow a community, the chance of it happening is not impossible. I don't agree with that. I just don't. It's difficult, but it's not impossible. So, granted, there's no searchability on Twitch either. Like, if you were to try to get your channel out there, like, you couldn't do it through Twitch. You'd have to have some other social media links, I guess you can call them, to really try to push the fact that, hey, I'm a streamer, like, make sure to go check me out on Twitch, Urban Mauler TTV, the Urban Mauler, TwitchTV.com. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, you have to put yourself and your channel somewhere else to grow your Twitch channel. This much is true. By the way, I am on Twitch, Twitch TV, Urban Mauler, if you want to go check me out. Granted, it's not all kid friendly, but it's teen friendly at best. But it's just fascinating. Like, I don't agree with a lot of the things Nash said, and those were some of the few that stuck out to me. He called a lot of different things, as far as being a streamer is concerned, impossible, and I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with becoming a full-time streamer is impossible. I don't agree with that. If you have the right amount of people backing you up, if you have the right amount of income, you know what I'm saying? It takes a little bit of income to become a full-time streamer. Let's not get it twisted. You have to be financially stable to become a full-time streamer. This much is true. And I guess that's why he called it impossible. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, I kind of agree with that, but at the same time, I don't. You have to understand the trials and tribulations of becoming a streamer before you can call it like impossible. I guess I don't understand it yet. But I understand it from my point of view, and I still don't find it impossible. I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. I've grown slightly, but I have grown. And I can name off a couple of other streamers that have slightly grown. So you can't sit here and tell somebody like me that it's impossible. I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that thought. You can call me delusional. You can call me a moron. Call me whatever. But it's not impossible. It can be done with enough hard work, with enough people backing you up, with enough advice, which isn't really hard to give a lot of the time. It can be done. So in my opinion, if you want to become a streamer, a few things have to happen. You have to have people backing you up. You have to have a support amount of people backing, because people will try to talk you out of being a full-time streamer and YouTuber. And let alone just being, let's just leave it on Twitch. People will try to talk you out of being a Twitch streamer, a gamer, a game streamer, if you will. People will try to talk you out of it. I have people who try to talk me out of it all the time. They try to talk me out of it all the time, and it doesn't deter me. It just drives me more. It just makes me want to do it more. I'm the kind of guy, if you tell me not to do something, I'm going to want to do it more. And that's with the select few things. My drive is too strong to just have it cut down. I have to prove you wrong if you tell me I can't do something. Or I shouldn't do it. I'm just too hard-headed for that. I guess that's kind of where the genius fall at. But if you're going to be a streamer, not even a full-time streamer, just a streamer in general, on Twitch, D-Live, Trove, Facebook, whatever, have supportive people backing you up. Have people that are not afraid to give you advice in that department backing you up, because they got to know what they're talking about. They got to be experienced. On that note, I have decided, sorry, little angry. I have decided that I will be taking a bit of a hiatus from streaming. I usually stream every Sunday, Twitch TV, Urban Mauler. I usually stream there. And I will be falling back on the streams a little bit more to focus more on YouTube. Focus more on growing my community off of Twitch. I have a Discord that I'll put in my link down below. If you ever want to get in touch with me personally, I have good people in my community. I have really, really strong mods too, so be careful with that one. But I do have a really, really good community. If that's the community you want to be a part of, I'll put a link for my Discord down below. I'm going to be taking a break from Twitch for a little while. You'll probably see me on Twitch here and there, but my main focus will be on YouTube for a while. So after this week, I will not be on Twitch that often, but if you are on my Discord, you'll know when I go live. If you hit the notification button on Twitch, you'll know when I go live. I'm coming to YouTube. I'm coming to YouTube for a while. And while I'm on YouTube, I will be focusing on growing my community. Whatever content that you want to see, let me know. I got some proving to do, because I'm gonna be a streamer, like, one day. Now, probably not within the next 5 years, probably not within the next 10 years, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it just because I'm hard-headed, just because I feel like I can. And while this video will cost me a lot, I guess I'm hard-headed enough to be ready for it, I guess. I'm expecting something out of this video. With that being said, guys, I will see you all on YouTube. Every week, I'll have a video up. If I'm lucky enough, maybe even see a second video out of me. Let me know what you want to see on YouTube. Herb out.